Let's take a peek at this free agency class that Kwesi brought in and give her a grade. All right, welcome back to a glorious day here at Onebar and Lupagus show. It is Saturday. Sun is kind of shining, and we're going to grade Kwesi's free agent class that he brought in this year. As always, comments. We want to hear your grades too.
Yeah, we love grading things. That's what you do this time of year. You grade, you look back at the season before you look ahead, and that's what we're doing right now. And if you want to look ahead to getting yourself some freaking cash, download the Underdog Fantasy app, promo code SKULL, match your first 100 bones. They give you a mystery offer. And if you haven't done it yet, what a perfect time. Playoffs start today. All kinds of lines, higher, lower, the best and easiest fantasy there is out there.
I'm so excited for playoff football. I just wish our beautiful purple were playing, but they're not. And you know what? Maybe it has a lot to do with some of these free agent signings, which we're going to dive into. And let's not waste any time.
Let's do it.
Let's go with the big boy here. Byron Murphy, our cornerback, signed for 2 years, $17.5 million.
This one's a little bit confounding to me because really on the field, he was up and down, had some good games, had some bad games. But if you want to go to a point when Brian Flores' defense just declined, just went to the shitter, it was when Byron Murphy was out. So was he that key to this defense? Is he that important to Flores' scheme? If you're looking for a reason or just something that made this defense turn, the loss of Byron Murphy might have been it.
Yeah, and with Byron Murphy, his run defense, wonderful. Pass coverage, up and down. But he's the 23rd highest paid cornerback in the league. And the reason that I feel better about the Byron Murphy signing, and maybe this is fair, maybe it's not, I wanted Cam Sutton. I wanted him more than anything. He had a horrible year, and he was paid even more. So there's that.
Yeah, so, I mean, Byron Murphy, I mean, not the worst. Yeah, I went B-. We're pretty close.
C+, and I think both grade is fair. And like you said, I got higher hopes for him in year 2. Mekhi Blackman, a little bit more help out there. I think Byron Murphy, for what we paid for him, no, not a single damn complaint.
Yeah, you get another maybe nice rookie corner, maybe a nice free agent to add there. It's looking nice. Oh my God.
All right, well, let's make this short and sweet. Nobody wants to hear about Marcus Davenport. Nobody wants to hear a breakdown of his horrible year. He will be gone.
Yeah, and this was always a gamble. So everybody's kind of acting like, oh my God, it was always a gamble. It was a roll of the dice when we signed him. It didn't pay off.
The thing with Davenport, and I'll say it again, like, man, he got paid a lot of money. He was paid, I looked it up, he was like the 24th highest paid edge rusher in the league. And like you said, even when we signed him, we were excited based off of what he could do. We knew it was a gamble. Kwesi knew it was a gamble. He didn't think he was going to, I mean, he knew what he was doing, and it backfired.
It did. He takes some shots. Joshua
Oliver signed 3 years, 21 million bones. Had the, before we get into the grade, he had his best year as a pro. We predicted. I mean, I don't know what his career high was before, like 18 receptions or something, but
right here.
He's not signed for his passing game, but he showed up. He made some plays and he blocked his ass off.
He had 8 more receptions than he had in his career high. He matched his career high in touchdowns. He beat his career high in yardage. But you said it. He's brought here to block. $7 million a year for a tight end to improve your blocking game. But you still can't run the football. And to me, that's a big fail to spend all this money on a blocking tight end and you still can't run the ball.
Well, I'm going to probably get some shit for my grade I'm going to give him. But, I mean, it's not his – when they did run the football, he was one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. That goes more on the play calling. Like I would be grading KOC's play calling, not the way, because when Oliver was out there, he played damn good. I get him a B+.
I'm giving him a D. We couldn't run the ball. $7 million for blocking tight end. Still can't run the football. Not impressed.
He was graded as one of the best blocking.
I don't care what he was graded. We couldn't run the football. He was brought in to improve the run game. It didn't happen.
Hold on. We couldn't run the football because we didn't run the football.
Well, we were averaging like 2 yards a carry when we tried. The run game was shit. You pay all this money for a blocking tight end. This was supposed to improve it. You made all these moves. Madison.
Hold on. Why are you so ornery all of a sudden?
I'm just saying, this is it. You spent all this money on this guy and you still can't run the ball.
I blame the play calling. I don't blame the player.
I'm putting it on. I'm still excited to see what Josh Oliver can do. But
lock his ass off when they call a run play.
Well, apparently didn't work. Oh my God.
I don't think you realize how little we ran the ball.
Well, when we did run it, it didn't work.
I don't even find my paper. He gets an F.
Yeah, this is weird. You were mentioning this before we started. Like the guys on this list, I completely forgot about Dean Lowry. And when he was out there, like he never made a damn play. And okay, we didn't have high hopes for Dean Lowry, right? Like the expectations weren't crazy. But what do we expect? A guy who is going to do his job, set the edge, make some tackles, maybe provide a couple pressures, maybe get a couple sacks. Nothing too high. He didn't come close to that.
Well, he played 9 games. He started only 4, 0 sacks, 0 tackles for loss, 0 quarterback hits. He had 14 total tackles. We can save half of his contract if we just cut him this year, and I think they will cut him. Again, expectations weren't overly that high, but we expected a decent starter. And decent, we didn't even get decent.
He didn't even meet the low expectations.
He couldn't even start the games. He was healthy. Dalton Reisner signed in during season.
Yeah.
1 year, $4.5 million.
Yeah. Didn't allow a sack. Excellent pass protection. The line really, actually, when he got there, the thing solidified, was playing very well. But what was that during the 5-game win streak when the line kind of gelled? Things fell apart there later in the season, maybe as they were getting tired, worn out, injured, whatever. But Reisner's addition was good. Traded Ezra Cleveland, got a 6th-round pick in return for that. So, yeah, I mean, this panned out pretty well for the Vikings.
Well, one of our biggest issues were blocking. I mean, that's why you gave Josh Oliver such a bad grade. So I look forward to seeing what this grade is.
It's a great grade. It's a great grade.
Sure it is. Very inconsistent Lupagus. B+ for Dalton Reisner.
A-, very close.
So he is not a good run blocker. And our pocket was collapsing left and right. Like, so I don't get your difference grades with Oliver and Reisner.
He was a great pass blocking left guard. Even with Nick Mullins, they will throw for 400 yards. Yeah, Dalton Reisner was a great addition. He was an upgrade over who he replaced. And that's a big thing in my grade.
Who did Josh Oliver replace?
Ezra Cleveland.
Josh Oliver replaced Ezra Cleveland? Oh, my word.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant Dalton Reisner.
All right, let's go to Brandon Powell. Only $2 million. Had his best career or best season of his career so far. The thing with Brandon Powell, I mean, the dude, every time they called upon him, he made a play. Every time they threw him the ball, he's making tough catches. Not a very good punt return. Only averaged like 7 yards a punt return, which is pretty not great. But as a receiver, hell yeah. I hope they bring him back. Where's my paper? Go ahead, Lupagus.
He was ballsy. He was fiery. Yeah, he didn't have any huge returns. I think the ones he did have that were big, he fumbled one, and maybe one was called back with a penalty. But for a little guy, he was scrappy, and I liked the way he played. I want him back as well. B+ for me, Brandon Powell.
Yeah, I mean, for $1.2 million, what we got out of him.
Great deal.
Oh, beautiful. All right, so that's Brandon Powell. Let's go to the last one. Let's go to Q-Bear. David Quisenberry basically signed for free, $1 million, 33 years old, played right tackle, played left tackle, and I believe he gave up 1 sack, but he was very surprising.
Yeah, I signed him. He was cut. Was he with the Titans when he was cut? Was that the team that let him go? Whatever. I don't remember who let him go, but anyway, you mentioned he played left tackle, right tackle, and he played pretty damn well when he was out there. So Q-Bear, I know he's like 37 years old, whatever the hell he is. He's older than hell. I don't know if he's going to keep playing or not, but I wouldn't hate one more year on that Q train. Choo choo.
Yeah, I've been on the Q train before. It's a very comfy ride. Very comfy ride. Very solid backup. B.
Yeah. Good player. Good signing.
There were more free agent signings. I mean, lot lower level that we're not going to get into, but these were the main ones. I mean, overall, definitely some whiffs. You also have to look at what they were paid. That definitely goes into it, making it better or worse. But overall,
I'm thinking B-ish range.
B-ish. You gave 2 Fs, a D-.
But you got a couple B+, a couple A's in there. So
yeah, I mean, I put it more in like Q-Bear, his grade B, but like he wasn't out there much. Brandon Powell got a great grade, but he wasn't out there much. The bad grades were the guys that were supposed to be out there constantly. So I give this a C.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah, C, B-ish. There it is, your free agent class. Let us know in the comments your grades. If you want to grade a player, grade the whole class, whatever you want to do. And maybe let us know how you feel about Kwesi when it comes to this March and your confidence in who he could sign and the deals he might make.
It'd be good comments.
They might not be. While you guys writing down those comments, remember this: your nostrils work one at a time. As you breathe in and out through your nose, one nostril does most of the work. The other one doesn't do anything for about 2 to 3 hours later.
What about when you're doing booger sugar?
Oh, you need to use both.